He dreamed he was back in the city. Not the version with bills stacked on the counter and emails blinking red. The earlier version. The one where the streets felt wide and the future felt negotiable. He walked fast, hands in his pockets, passing storefronts lit up against the dark. Somewhere nearby, music thumped from a passing car. The bass vibrated through the sidewalk and into his chest. He didn't feel watched. He didn't feel scheduled. He didn't feel managed. He just existed. Then the dream folded in on itself like a movie set being taken down, and he opened his eyes to the off-white ceiling with the faint lightning bolt crack. The residence. The house breathed quietly around him, pipes ticking, a floorboard shifting somewhere down the hall. For a moment he didn't move. He held still, like if he stayed quiet enough the city might come back. Then last night returned. The office, the drawer, Esther in the doorway. Shame arrived slow and heavy. A soft knock. "Morning. We've got a doctor's appointment." Of course they did. He sat up slowly, like gravity had gotten stronger overnight. Downstairs, the kitchen was already alive. Tyler's knee bounced fast enough to rattle the chair legs. Jesse murmured about birds learning to drive. Esther placed oatmeal in front of him and slid a small paper cup across the table. "There's a new medication in there," she said. "It may help your system calm down." Calm down, like he'd been misbehaving. He looked at the unfamiliar pill. "Do I really need another one?" "It's a small adjustment." Adjustment. He swallowed it. The van ride blurred past houses and trees and people walking their dogs without supervision. He pressed his forehead to the glass and wondered when exactly his life had turned into a supervised field trip. At the clinic, the doctor asked about sleep, stress, coordination. The questions floated around him like paperwork. Then came the careful one. "Are you using any protective garments overnight?" Esther answered calmly. "Yes, overnight support has been helpful." Miles should have stayed quiet. "Yeah," he said. "The diapers—" The word hit the air like a dropped dish. The doctor didn't react emotionally, just gently corrected. "Let's use medical terms," he said. "Protective briefs or garments. It keeps the focus on health, not shame." Esther nodded once. The doctor glanced back at the chart and for half a second almost said it himself. "And how long have He stopped. "How long have the protective garments been part of the routine?" Miles stared at the floor. He hated that he was the only one who made it feel ugly. On the way out, he stumbled on a rug and caught himself badly enough to jam his hand. It wasn't dramatic, just humiliating. His hand was wrapped, and suddenly even holding a fork felt like a group project. Dinner that night was spaghetti. One-handed spaghetti should be illegal. "I've got it," he muttered. "I know," Esther said gently. "Just let me help a little." Help. Always help. Later, the house shifted into nighttime mode. Softer lights, pipes ticking, the refrigerator humming like it was thinking. "I can't believe this is my life," he said quietly. "This is a rough chapter," Esther replied. "Not the whole story." He didn't believe her, but he wanted to. That night, the city dream came back. Ben walking beside him. The smell of food carts. The rumble of a train under the pavement. He woke with longing sitting heavy in his chest. Morning again. Routine again, but today wasn't the regular doctor. "Psychologist appointment," Esther said. He didn't ask questions. The office looked calm in that intentional way designed to make you feel safe and small at the same time. Soft lighting, neutral art, a chair that felt too deep. The psychologist stepped into the doorway. She was younger than he expected. Soft voice. Calm eyes. "Hi, Miles. Come on back." Relief hit him like cool air. Someone from before. Someone who knew him when his thoughts ran straight. He sat down. She smiled gently. "How have things been?" He opened his mouth. Nothing came out. He tried again. I... The words dissolved halfway to the surface. His chest tightened. His face got hot. She waited. "It's okay." she said softly. Take your time. He knew exactly what he wanted to say. I don't feel like myself. I'm scared. I miss being independent. I don't know what's happening to me. But when he tried to speak, his brain and mouth refused to cooperate. Words came out sideways, broken, like a radio with bad reception. He stopped trying. Tears burned at the back of his eyes, not from sadness but from frustration, the humiliating kind that makes you want to apologize for existing. She leaned forward slightly, voice still gentle. Sometimes when stress builds up, speech can get blocked. It doesn't mean you've lost anything. It means your system is overwhelmed. He nodded stiffly. He wanted to believe that. But all he could think was, I used to be able to talk. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Mommy Sarah's Story Time. If you enjoyed the stories, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Remember, my channel is not monetized, and I write most of the content myself. On occasions when I don't, it's sourced through emails from trusted contacts. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you're able to, consider making a donation to support our channel. Your support means a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more stories with you.